two pitchers in a pretty good bounce back spot here, and the line looks a little bit low. I think the odds makers are on top of this, and I'm going to back under the total when the Detroit Tigers take on the Kansas City Royals. Let's go ahead. Let's break this game down. Number came down at 8. And when you look at what happened last game, these two pitchers, they just pitched against each other, same matchup, and they allowed a combined 10 total earned runs in that last game, just last week. And now odds makers came out with a total of 8, so that looks a little bit fishy to me. I'm going to go ahead and go under the total here. Both these pitchers are solid. They're having rough years, but they have good stuff, and they're both, like I mentioned, in a good bounce-back spot. Let's talk about these pitchers. Detroit, you got Anibal Sanchez, takes the mound. He comes in with a 4.82 ERA, 1.27 whip, 132 strikeouts, record of 10-9. And he's had a tough year. Last game against the Royals, he allowed 4 earned runs, but that was only off of 5 hits. So he had a pretty decent outing. Royals are just kind of clutchy sometimes. I look for him to have a good game today in Kansas City, coming off that only 5-hit performance. That's pretty solid. Look for him to go ahead, not shut down the Royals, but at least limit them to keep us under that total of 8. For the Royals, really interesting pitcher, Yordano Ventura gets the call. He comes in with a 5.29 ERA, a 1.34 whip, 75 strikeouts, and a 6-7 record. Now, like Sanchez, Ventura gave up a lot of runs last game, or more than he should have, to the Tigers, but also his ERA is well above his career average of 3.89, so he's better than what he showed so far this year. He allowed 6 earned runs against Detroit last time. Great bounce-back spot for him. I look for him to come in, or pitching better at home, to go ahead and have a solid start against the Tigers. Offensively, two pretty good teams here. Detroit, one of the best in the business. They come in as a team. They're ranked 5th in runs scored per game at 4.43. They're 3rd in OPS. They're 1st in batting average. Just a really good, solid hitting team. Surprisingly, without Cabrera, they've still continued good offensive production. Still in Kansas City today, I think Ventura's going to have the upper hand against them, especially after having a bad outing against them in Detroit. Look for him to focus in more, pitch better today against a solid Detroit offense. Kansas City, good hitting team as well. All their offensive stats go up at home. They come in offensively. They rank 10th in the league in runs scored per game at 4.33. They're 11th in OPS, 4th in team batting average. And again, all those go up at home. Still, they only got 5 hits last time against Sanchez, and they might be coming in a little bit overconfident. They might score a couple, but Sanchez should be able to limit the damage as long as his control is in check. Last time against KC, he had 4 walks. So I look for him to have better control today, have a good outing. At the end of the day, it's all about this line. 8 just seems a little bit too low. I was thinking 8.5, maybe even 9 after the last game between these two teams and these two pitchers that matched up. So the odds makers, I think on top of this, don't buy into that low number. Go ahead and back the under here with some confidence. I think we're looking like a 3-2, 3-1 type of ball game. It should go under this 8, so that's going to be my under the total play in Major League Baseball today. Under the 8, Kansas City and Detroit. And I wish you luck on your plays of the day.